moving around, playing different positions. Right now we're trying to create our identity as a team, and looking forward to the next season.
Where do you view like your opportunity this year? Nick has said there's 7 or 8 guys fighting for pretty much all those spots up there. Where do you see this opportunity for you to kind of emerge and kind of step out of your own?
Well, I've been very thankful for the opportunity, to be honest with you. It's a process being here at Alabama, and nothing's going to be given to you. You're here, you're going to have to work your butt off. Pay attention to detail and, really be focused on, what's to come up next. And I think there are a lot of guys who are able to play and, who are really focused and, who are willing to put in the work it takes to be great.
Do you bring a certain juice to that offensive line?
I would like to say I do a little bit. Those are my boys. I think, every last one of us, we lean on each other. It's not just me. You have a lot of guys, from the freshmen to the older guys. We have each other's back. We try to coach each other up, so that we can form one good, solid unit.
Do you think your personality is a factor for you?
Well, I want to be able to impact every last one of my teammates in the best way that I possibly can. And so whatever that may be, all of us, we in this together, and, we're trying to achieve, one goal. All of us, we want to be the best players that we can be and have, a great team this year.
You haven't talked about overcoming your size. Is that something you have a chip on your shoulder about? Maybe some people kind of doubting you because you're not 300 pounds?
Well, one thing that I do each and every day, in my book I write every day matters. So I always strive to be the best that I can be regardless. It really wouldn't matter if I was 6'7" or whatever. I strive to push my teammates in every way. So, we try not to really focus on that. One thing that I try to do is just every day I go out on the field, as Coach Saban always talks about, discipline, focus, and paying attention to detail and just trying to be the best player that you can be.
With the passing offense, offenses are spreading out more. Do you think the size matters as much now in today's offense?
Well, I personally think, as long as myself, I just go out there and I'm able to be coachable, and whatever that the scheme is for the day or whatever we're about to practice on, that, really that doesn't matter, in my opinion. I just believe that whatever my coach has set forth for every last one of us on the O-line or on the offense or wherever on the field, that's what we're going to be coached to do.
How many different positions have you worked at during your career here?
I've worked the interior. I worked left guard, right guard, and center, and I think it's been really beneficial to me because it's able to make me versatile, not just being one-dimensional, but knowing, all different parts of the interior offensive line.
What do you think is probably your best position?
I really can't say, be honest, wherever I'm put at, that's where I'm gonna try to be the best. Mm-hmm. So, I really don't have one in particular, I just try to do the best that I can wherever I'm put.
You're obviously a veteran on this team, been here a long time. How much do you think your understanding of the scheme, the setup, the blocking responsibilities is an advantage for you in this competition up front?
Well, one thing that Coach Saban always tells us is the process. One thing that I really value is, taking time and learning the scheme, learning the offense, and really being seasoned. That's one thing that we try to coach to the guys that are coming in. Try your best. Try your best and try to learn what you can learn. If you have any questions for the older guys, ask them. Don't be afraid to be coach. Ask coach if you don't understand them. There's no dumb questions. So I think that's been very beneficial to me and my time here.
Does that role apply here, or?
Sir?
Have some of the younger guys, Jedrick, Alex, have they came up to you and asked you for advice?
That's one thing about it. Like, we have a very close unit. I love every last one of my O-linemen, from Alex to Jedrick, Jonah, Ross, Hunter, all of them. So every last one of them, we're really tight. They ask for my advice, and then there's times where, even though they're younger, I'll be like, well, how did I do on this step or whatever like that, So we like to coach each other because we want to bring the best out of each other.
How have you seen Ross handle the transition? He obviously did it 2 years ago as well, but moving back, he's a senior like yourself. How much have you seen from him?
I tell you what, Ross, he is a great leader on the team. That's one of my good friends. One thing that he does, he's a great leader. He does a great he does a great job of taking command. And, that's one thing, as senior, we're able to feed off each other to impact, our teammates and other players, no matter what position it is.
Who did you learn the most from in your time here?
Sir?
Who did you learn the most from?
Just really, there's no specific person. I learned it doesn't matter to me if you're a freshman or if you're Coach Saban. I feel like anybody can be coachable. And whatever you do, it could be, my teammate just corrected me, like I said, on a technique, or it could be me listening to Coach Saban after practice. So I feel like, if you're willing to be taught and you're willing to be coached, then I feel like anybody can coach you.
Do you think you'd be a public speaker one day? Is this something you?
I don't know about all that. I've got that before, though.
Josh, I want to ask you, speaking of that, I want to ask you about something you're passionate about the Alberta Head Start program, just how that came up.
Well, initially it started out with me getting community service hours for one of my classes that I took, and I just fell in love with it. Like, I continued to go back and back, and I couldn't shake them. They just had me. So one thing about it, I have enjoyed every moment of going there, getting to know the staff, getting to know the children. Like, just when you come in, when they see, football player or just a student athlete face, they are just so happy, just for us to, take pride and really let them know that we care. And so I've enjoyed every moment of it.
Have you spread it around to other teammates?
Oh, yeah, I stay spreading it to my teammates. I have to let them know, hey, y'all, let's get it. I need y'all to come. I said, these kids, they would go crazy. The staff, they would love to have y'all come. So it's really been a great ride. I've loved it.
Josh, I'm sure you faced off against Quinton a good amount of practice. What's your scouting report on Quinton? How would you break him down?
Well, I think Q, but we call him Q. I think Quinton, he's a great player. I think he's going to be very beneficial to the team. But as I say, not just Quinton, it's a lot of great defensive linemen, who, they bring effort and toughness every day to practice. So, every day that I'm in, it don't matter where I'm placed at on the field, that I understand that, hey, I'm going against some Bama boys right here. So, I try to bring my A game every single day.
Along that line, that nose guard position's got a lot of turnover from last year. What have you seen from some of those cues? Obviously worked in there. You got the two freshmen, coming in as well, and Johnny's there. What have you seen from that when you're facing off with those guys?
Well, I feel like each and every one of them bring a different type of intensity to the game. I feel like every last one of them work hard. I know it's a spot that that the players want to have. But one thing about it, every single guy, they have been busting their butts, and they want to prove to themselves that, hey, they can get the position. And each and every last one of them have been working really hard.
How do you keep, as a veteran, position battles from becoming a distraction, especially when there's one going on at the quarterback position?
Well, one thing about it, just like I say, I try to impact all my teammates. It don't really matter about who's battling or whatever like that. One thing that we try to do, we never forget the fact that we're one team and, the best is going to play, and that we just strive to make sure that every single last one of us, that we understand that, hey, we got one mission, one goal, and that we're a team.